Hello there, Retro Rocket Man here. I'd like to show you the process involved in repainting a Nerf Strongarm revolver. Initially, I found the gun at an op shop, as they're called in Australia, but also known as a thrift store, Goodwill store, or second-hand retailer, etc., depending on what part of the world you live. Still in good working order and condition, I got it for $2.99. Brand new, they retail for around $15, so bargain. I start by removing the price tag and these kitty stickers, obviously put there by its previous owner. They came off pretty cleanly though. Now to sand off the caution labelling that all kids' toys usually have, liberally stamped all over them. Next, I'm going to sand off the Nerf logo, but I'm leaving the embossed Strongarm and Nerf N-Strike Elite badging, as these will be areas of focus of interest on the final finish. Once sanded to a satisfactory finish, it's time to take it outside for spraying. A uniform undercoat or primer is the first stage, trying to cover all visible parts to prepare the surface for the final colour stages. Allow time for this to dry. Now selecting a chrome silver, I liberally spray most of the gun's surface. I'm not too worried about the hand grip as I intend to spray this a satin black later. Next up is the black grip. I'm making this up as I go along, so I'm not too concerned about masking specific areas as I intend to touch up these areas with a brush. Incidentally, I have no patience for masking. Back inside now, I've decided to apply brown liquid shoe polish to the barrel with a brush, and then the excess is removed with a rag. The result is a brass effect which is subtle but breaks up the uniform silver of the chrome finish. The same process is applied to the front of the gun, but in this case I've left to mostly dry before removing it. This leaves more colour behind, giving it the appearance of rust and grime. Once dry, further excesses can be easily removed with a dampened sponge scourer lightly rubbed over the surface. Now I want to give the hand grip a wood grain look. First I paint these areas with a Tamiya flat brown. I want the brown on the handle to properly dry, so in the meantime I'm going to apply some more brown shoe polish to the firing mechanism or the priming mechanism of the piston, in the same way that I applied it to the barrel. Now I am applying brown shoe polish to the brown painted areas of the handle. This will give the brown colours on the handle a nice rich texture, like a shinier finish as well. So depending on the look that you're after, you could leave this and it wouldn't be necessarily a wood grain handle, but it would look like a highly polished lacquered finish. Time to apply some black shoe polish to the silver areas. This will highlight a lot of the line work and the sculpting work in the gun itself, and also dull down high shine to the chrome finish to give it a more of a world used worn look. So it's the same process. You simply brush it on liberally before it dries too much. Take off the excess with the rag to leave you with the desired finish. Now that the handle has properly dried, I'm going to apply the black shoe polish quite liberally to the handle with a coarser brush, so it creates streaky lines in the shoe polish to emulate a wood grain effect. I've also painted various areas around the hand grip and trigger guard in a gunmetal grey, just to accent more interest and break up and complement the other colours used in the gun. In the final stages, I dry brushed silver over the darker areas to emulate wear, tear and scratching, which also highlights the raised areas of the badging on the grip. I rarely like anything looking brand new. I like it to look used, as this adds to the realism. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out, especially given that the materials used only amounted to about $10, including the purchase price of the gun. So that's it guys, thanks again for watching. This is Retro Rocket Man. Until the next video, over and out.